Ang problema kasi kapag maganda na sa panahon ngayon, nung panahon namin, 'pag maganda tunog, ay ganda. Pero ngayon kasi, 'pag ang ganda ng tunog, when it sounds too perfect, ano ibig sabihin nun? AI ba 'to? So, anong sabihin nun, maraming naging bedroom artists. Mga hindi naman nagla-live at hindi naman gig, pero pwede kang maging banda. Sabihin nun, kung maganda ang recording, kailangan backupan mo ng magandang live performance. Dito, pagka nakita nila, hindi magaling live, hindi ka kukunin sa mga shows. Ang mangyayari dyan, kukuha na lang sila ng pwedeng i-cover yung kanta mo.
If you release a single, let's say January, you need to have a follow-up as soon as possible. Kumbaga dati may fina-follow pang 3-month rule eh. Pero ngayon kasi with the nature of the business in the industry, at least you need to have something, let's say within 2 months after release, or mas
Oo naman.
maikli pa. Mas maikli
Oo
pa if
naman.
ever. Kasi if there's no follow-up, masisira yung momentum. If you're gonna come up with a strategy, especially with music, you cannot just push out videos after TikTok after reels without branding. Kasi madalas napapansin ko, akala ata ng marami, from what I understand na basta mag-post ka ng videos almost every day or every week without context kung ano yung pinopromote mo or the branding, it's na mag-hit siya. Yes, no, you need to give mystery. You need to attract curiosity. Kamusta, kuya?
Ayos na ayos.
Good. Long time no talk. Last time na
Yeah.
nag-usap tayo is before
Before
Sydney.
Sydney. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And it was, heard from the reception and everything, it was a really great show.
Yeah.
And ang ganda ng may mga postcards kang pinost na parang, yeah, pwede siyang merch, pwede siyang, alam mo yun, panglagay na parang album or portrait to anywhere,
Yeah.
which is great.
Thankful
And
lang talaga ako. Very grateful that to be able to come visit Sydney and to be able to perform for a show. I mean, sobrang swerte lang naman talaga namin eh. So again, like what I always say, chamba talaga with the success of our previous songs. Tapos, na makakapunta ka sa ibang bansa na minority lang ang lahi natin. Tapos, makikita mo sila lahat na nandun, ng saya. Sobrang yun yung parang dun ko na-realize, okay. Naintindihan ko na kung bakit 23, 24 years ko nang ginagawa to, pero I don't get tired and I don't get sick of seeing people having fun. And at the same time, it's always nice to be with your day ones, with your bandmates. Kung necessarily, hindi naman kami, we don't have to be, I mean, bands doesn't have to be the best of friends, but at the end of the day, it's all about the camaraderie. It's all about the success and the wins and the triumphs. So, saya. Sobrang saya.
yeah, and I agree with that. I mean, if you have one goal and one system in mind kasi it really works eh. Pag hiwa-hiwalay yung kumbaga yung how you see things, doon nagkakaroon ng parang mark na ano ba talaga yung aim. But the good thing is you guys enjoyed it. Kumbaga the people enjoyed it. Ang ganda mga photos, mga crowd photos. Ang galing, ang ganda.
Oo. Yun naman talaga
And
eh. That's what
you
it all
can
is
really
about.
see na talagang nag-enjoy talaga sila. At the same time, you guys, seeing you guys, you really enjoyed the gig.
Oo. At saka, yun nga, yung parang it was a Saturday. Kasi yung gig naman was a Sunday eh. So, nung Saturday evening, we had dinner. Tapos, nakakatawa eh. Kasi, syempre, titipid lahat. So, nasa bench kami. Labas ng restaurant kung saan kami nag-dinner. Nasa bench lang kami. Tapos, actually, pinost ko yun eh. Na sinusulit lang namin yung lamig. Kasi init dito eh.
Yeah.
Pilipinas. Sinusulit lang namin lamig. And for me, yun yung nagpapa-worth it sa mga ganong experience. Wala ka namang iba pang makakasama kundi mga kabanda mo lang eh. Enjoy mo lang, taking it all in. Oh, dito tayo si Sydney, no? May show tayo bukas. That's what it's all about eh. Yun talaga.
Yeah. And sobrang konti lang din yung nakaka-experience nun in their
Yeah.
lifetime. Kaya
Yes,
talagang
sir.
as much as possible if an opportunity knocks, don't think
Oh.
about it twice. Just grab it.
Oh.
And right,
Speaking of opportunity grabbing, natuwa nga ako, 'di ba naalala mo nag-review tayo ng Off to Aurora,
yeah.
tama? May show kami, nakasabay sila kasi
Nice.
nag-message sa akin yung manager ata nila eh. So, finorward ko kay Gerald of Yellow Room and Quattro. Tapos yun, kasama namin sa Tagaytay.
Nice. Nice.
Galing din eh,
Sang
no?
ano to, sang bar to sa Tagaytay?
Yung gig music hall.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Maganda
Yeah.
nga yun. Kailan yan, kuya? Makapunta nga
Sa
pag ano.
Tara. May 9 ata. May 9.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Tara,
Saturday? Yeah, sige,
I
sige.
think.
Punta ako doon.
Yes, sir.
It's good na malapit pati sa area ko, Tagaytay. So yeah,
Yeah.
we can
Nakakatuwa
enjoy.
lang yung nakakatuwa tong ginagawa natin. It's all about helping out the community naman eh. You just have to understand. I mean, the listeners, there's a lot of hate going around in the world, and that's the last thing that personally that I want to do. Mas gusto ko makatulong kasi, 'di ba? Aanin pa natin yung success ng sarili nating banda kung hindi natin ito i-share sa iba.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like that. Kumbaga na gano'n siya, yun yung isa sa mga gusto ko rin yun, nag-translate yung mga ganong instances sa atin. Na-review natin, tapos nag-translate into a gig. Alam mo yun, nakakatuwa na hindi na siya bago. Kunyari, pag magsasama kayo sa isang show kasi we've already listened to their tracks.
Yeah.
And they appreciate our feedback. Kumbaga, yun yung nakakatuwang translation na nag-translate na nakita ko. But anyways, right now, we're gonna do another review. We're gonna review three sets of songs. Not three sets of songs, three songs, three singles. And right now, kasi last time, nandun si Elaine, which is, kumbaga, wala nang naging parang review dun eh.
Mm-hmm.
I specifically chose like two of the songs and then one from you, kuya. Then, yung dalawang yun is more of like up-and-coming artists. So, let me start with, let me just read their bio real quick. Kasi nung nakaraan, wala akong mga intro eh. So let me read the first band's bio. So, the first band is, wait lang spelling, parang hirap na spell to eh. Yung pala guys, pag gagawa kayo banda, spelling, pangalan nyo. So, hailing from Bacoor, Cavite, this band is
Okay.
a four-piece indie pop alternative rock band that captivates audiences with their signature vocal harmonies and ambient sounds that create a mesmerizing sonic atmosphere. They invite you on a journey through their captivating melodies and poetic lyrics, blurring the lines between dreams and realities. So this
Mm-hmm.
is Pulat Puti by Callisto. Let me share my screen.
Saan mo sila na-discover?
Ano to eh? More on like, nakasama ko lang sila one time sa isang gig. Hindi pala gig. Ano namin, launch ng
Enjoy?
ng N-Joint. So nag-launch kami ng song ng N-Joint. Yung Dina, yung second single namin. Tapos anong nangyari, parang isa sila sa mga tropa ni Owa. Tapos
Okay.
anong nangyari doon, first time ko silang narinig. Tapos na-hook ako doon sa isang song nila, yung single nila during that time. Kasi medyo, kumbaga heads up lang, medyo ano to eh, medyo parang, yung sound nila is medyo like Creed na parang ganon.
Mm. Okay.
Tapos, ang ganda ng mga melodies nila. Pati yung
Okay.
harmony nilang dalawa nung vocalist. Kaya talagang
Sige.
na-hook din ako sa yun. So yeah,
Sige.
here is Pulat Puti by Callisto. Let me know if you can hear, kuya.
Nice.
Yeah,
Feedback.
yeah. And that was Pulat Puti by Callisto. They're good friends of mine. I haven't produced them in any of my shows. pero it's calling them out kasi I really want to have them as part of one of my shows in the future. Siguro I'll let you start, Kuya. Then
Oh,
for me na
okay.
lang ako na yung second.
Alright. Very quick lang naman yung sabihin ko. The good and the bad. The good is that, like what I said the last time that we were reviewing songs, ano na talaga eh, uh, sa mga nakikinig sa Spotify tsaka sa YouTube, sa podcast na to, may certain loss of sound quality dahil naka-share yung screen ni Irvin. So hindi ko naririnig yung parang pinaka ang tawag dun, high definition version ng kanta. Pero right off the bat, ang masasabi ko, ako kasi pabor kasi ako palagi kapag may distortion, tapos maingay, may feedback, ganyan-ganyan. Ang the good is that ganda ng quality ng boses ng vocalist. Nararamdaman ko yung maganda yung diction niya sa Tagalog. Kumbaga, kasi may mga iba na alam mong hindi talaga nagtatagalog pero or hindi naman sa hindi nagtatagalog pero kumbaga parang hindi malinaw yung pagbigkas, tumaas yung pagkanta ng bokalista, pero very safe. Hindi siya siguro do sa key nung kanta, hindi siya lumagpas sa kung ano lang hindi niya kayang abutin o yung hindi niya challenge yung sarili niya. Also a good spot is that yun yung parang pinakauna kong napapansin ngayon eh. Wala na talagang pangit na recording. Alam mo yun? Wala na kasing ano eh. Nung panahon natin, merong NU107 na mga nagre-review ng mga songs. May Pulp na
Yeah.
nagre-review ng mga songs and albums. So kumbaga bago mo ipadala doon, kailangan medyo maganda na talaga yung tunog or yung finished product yung marinig eh. Ayun, ang ganda ng tunog ng drums. Hindi ko na alam kasi ngayon, hindi ko na ma-distinguish kung ano yung triggered or AI or wala na akong parang it doesn't matter right now eh. Mararamdaman mo kapag alam mong totoong drums. So I think that's a good thing about the recording na kahit papaano disente yung pagka-produce tsaka pagkagawa. Ang comment ko lang, may parts na parang lumaylay. Di ko maalala kung anong particular minute or seconds. Basta may part doon na parang medyo bumagal or lumaylay yung buong
Yeah.
kanta. Tapos, medyo dragging, mahaba. Ang kanta kasi ano eh, love song eh. Ibig sabihin, ang kanta, regardless kung totoong love song or it's about friendship or about family, pero base sa lyrics, kahit na hindi ko masyadong tinutukan ito, para sa akin, para siyang may kausap, binagayan nung nagsulat ng kanta, yung phrasing ng mga gitara. So minsan ano eh, doon yung nakaka-drag or mahahatak yung rhythm. If gets mo, Irvin, kumbaga
Yeah,
parang
yeah.
dahil gusto mo masabi yung sasabihin mo, pipit-pitin mo lang siya dun sa kung ano yung areglo na pwede. Hindi mo talaga fully masasabi yung gusto mong sabihin. So yun lang naman, parang apart from the lumaylay na part, ano lang din siguro isa pang ano, kaya dapat, hindi naman dapat, pero kaya minsan may mga producers, kasi kailangan alam mo yung anong gusto mo iparating as soon as possible. Kasi if it will take you 2 to 3 minutes bago to reach that point na meron kang gusto sabihin, masyado nang matagal yun. In this day of age, naalala ko nung panahon namin, may mga kanta yung Pearl Jam, like yung Black. Mahaba yung kanta na yun, 5 minutes,
Yeah.
pero sulit eh. Yung buong 5 minuto na yun, sulit yun eh. Ito medyo, ano lang, pwede siyang paikliin, pwede ring pabilisin. I don't personally know the group, so I don't know their process. But at the end of the day, walang masama, keep on trying. And then, isipin mo ngayon, sa panahon ngayon, pwede ka gumawa ng demo and then upload mo agad
Yeah.
sa Spotify. Anong panahon namin, parang, di ba, hihintayin mo pa kung anong sasabihin ng mga magre-review ng mga kanta mo. So yun lang naman.
Yeah.
Keep on going.
Yeah, and good job then, Kalisto. Again, they're good friends of mine. we support each other, and John din Calisto. And saan siguro start ako with the good. But before that, backstory, this is not their current single, kuya. So basically, you know me, I have to be honest. I'm not really a fan of the most recent songs, kasi it's, I don't know, it feels siguro just a way for me at looking at it, comparing it to Pulat Puti, and then the most recent songs. It feels like, because the most recent, from what I know, is based on the movie, because they're trying to create like a theme for songs that they're producing or they're releasing. Itong last na song nila, from what I know, is based on the movie ni Katniel tsaka ni Alden. So,
Wow!
yeah, gumawa sila ng song na ganon. And when I initially listened to it, I mean, it's good. It's a love song. It's not my cup of tea, kumbaga. That's the right term, I think. That's why I moved to Pulat Puti, kasi it's a love song. It's about someone that's, alam mo, natutorpe, sabihin yung nararamdaman niya, kailangan niyang uminom. Pero it's hidden behind these layers of like metaphors, eh.
Ilan
And
taon
then,
na ba sila?
I'm not really sure, eh. Hindi ko rin alam.
Okay. Oo.
Pero,
Hindi, kasi ano yan, it does matter. I mean, when I turned 20, that's the time that I wrote Jopay. So syempre, yun lang yung parang ano mo noon, naiisip mo noon, mga
yeah.
ganung bagay, very very puppy love, or very based on infatuation. As you get older, when I'm 40, when I write songs about love, it's not necessarily about love. It's more of how hard it is to love in this age. Yung ganun, medyo
Mm.
may ganung drama.
Yeah. And then I appreciate naman, kasi nung they created that song, they reached out initially. They said na meron kaming demo. This is even before we started yung podcast natin. Kumbaga, I was welcoming people with, you know, open arms, saying na, "Oy, kung gusto niyo magpa-review, kasi I usually I really do this like for a living." So I
Uh-huh.
told them that, yeah, if you guys want your songs to be reviewed, just let me know. Gagawan ko ng impromptu review. Then they sent it to me, and then and I told them that it's good. I'm just not the biggest fan of it, kasi it feels very, alam mo yun.
Okay nga yun eh. Okay nga. Yun
Oh
yung
yeah.
trabaho.
Yeah. At the same time, alam mo yun, I always tell them that I'm gonna be as honest as possible, kasi of course I want to make sure na my voice is being heard. At the same time, I'm being honest. Kumbaga, kasi if I just said, "Ay, good yan, okay yan," then alam mo yun, parang it's not gonna make sense of what the friendship is. But going back to the song, I like it because of the layered metaphors. Yung wordplay nila when it comes to pulang kabayo, puting anghel, tapos yung pinaka biggest, kumbaga biggest idea of it, na kailangan niya muna malaseng before niya sabihin yung nararamdaman niya. And then what I like about the verses, correct me if I'm wrong sa Kalisto, just reach out if you think I'm wrong, is meron siyang first, tawag ko kasi dito is yung first and then second vision. First vision is from the perspective of the player, kumbaga yung nagsasalita, yung mismong songwriter, na sisimulan ko na ba, kumbaga yung feeling niya internally. And then the
Oh.
second vision is from the chorus itself, which is like a second layer of like a conversation wherein kailangan ko na uminom para masabi ko na nararamdaman to. Kumbaga, kailangan ko na uminom para masabi ko na nararamdaman ko, which is sinabi niya nga na parang sumisipa na si pulang kabayo. So kumbaga, parang dun yung second vision or second layered of conversation, which I like. And mostly naman, nangyayari naman talaga when it comes to songwriting. It's just that yung additional factor dun is the layered metaphor. Kasi if you listen to it the first time, even the second time, hindi mo agad siya ma-analyze in a way na ganun pala. You can sense na parang love song siya. Yeah, it's a love song. You're trying to portray something, pero hindi pala ganun sobrang ka-deep na love song siya in a way. Kasi nandun yung mga layered metaphors and layered wordplay, which I really like, kumbaga. At the same time, yung, again, ako rin, I'm a sucker for guitar-driven songs. Mas lalo yung hindi ko alam anong tawag doon, guitar dive doon sa may parang sa may bridge part kasi ano siya eh, parang Creed overall eh. Alam mo, "Then you take me higher." Parang ganun yung ano niya, yung areglo niya. Kaya I
Yeah.
really like it. I agree with the bad part or not really a bad part, the thing to improve on, which is yung
Di ba
sa
tama
first
naman, di ba?
version. Oh yeah,
May
sa first
parang
version
bumagal.
medyo parang ano siya, hindi siya pantay kasi nagano siya, nagpa-palm mute tapos yung sa drums parang medyo mabagal. Actually, inano ko na rin yun eh. I don't know kung nasabi ko na ba sa kanila or hindi ko pa nasabi. Pero yeah, there is a bit of dragging. Kumbaga parang medyo nahiwalay lang na parts. And it's all good kasi
Mm.
ano yun eh. It's saying na you're doing the best you can. Kumbaga, it still has this human error. At the same time din kasi alam ko from what I know, yung mga songs nila ay self-produced. So sila rin talaga yung nagre-record, nagmi-mix and
Mm.
nagma-master.
Ah,
So
okay.
so kumbaga it's a testament na mag-improve talaga siya. And if you try and listen to yung mga ibang songs nila, nag-improve na rin naman talaga yung
That's nice.
recording quality. Ito lang
Yun
yung
yung
mga
difference talaga
medyo
eh.
yeah.
Yun yung difference nung panahon, nung makalumang panahon talaga. Ah, ano eh, hindi ka talaga iraradyo o papansinin kapag may mga ganong sabit. Ngayon kasi
Mm,
nga, sobrang hindi ko alam if it's a good thing or if it's a bad thing. Pero dahil nga meron ng mga aggregators, or you can go to CD Baby or Believe or TuneCore or kung ano nga. Upload mo lang yung kanta mo, it's
yeah.
available in the whole world. So yun.
Yeah, yeah. And I think isa pang ano lang, say ko lang doon is I like that era, yung era ng Pulat Puti, yung ibang mga songs nila during that time kasi it's I don't know if the songwriting, yun nga, nakwento mo rin kasi it matters kasi as you grow older and as you grow wiser, nagbabago yung songwriting. Pero kasi
Yeah.
I ako personally I'm not a fan of the most recent songs. Alam feeling ko naman
Dahil,
mas maraming I
dahil,
think it's because of the songwriting kasi
okay,
the most recent ones are very direct to the point. Hindi na
okay.
siya as layered with metaphors as possible.
Ah,
Especially
okay.
yung recent nila na about dun sa movie ni Katniel tsaka ni Alden.
Okay.
Parang merong dun if sa mga listeners din, if you guys listen to that, makikita niyo naman yung latest single nila. May mga repeated words dun lang yung Ogilio, mga ganyan-ganyan. I mean, it's good. It's a good song, honestly. It's just not my cup of tea.
Okay.
Kumbaga.
To each his own.
So, yeah, to each his own din. And I'm not saying naman na porket I don't like it, it's not gonna work. I mean, it's working. Kumbaga,
Oo. Hindi, tsaka
it's
honestly, sino ba naman tayo, di ba?
yeah,
I
we're
mean,
just alam mo yun, binibigay lang natin yung opinion natin tsaka review natin with the
yeah.
song eh.
Ano
Kumbaga,
pa rin yan? Kung ano pa rin yung gusto nila gawin, I mean, don't let other people stop you from doing what you're doing. Unless medyo may balak kang gawing masama. So, yun lang naman yun.
yeah, pero overall these guys are really good. Mas lalo sa live, I can definitely say na the melody, the harmony that these guys are doing are really great. And the performance level. Yun naman kasi yun eh. Songs are for based on alam mo yun, our previous conversation, songs are more like marketing tool eh.
Yes, sir.
When you go live, dun talaga lumalabas yung performance level. And I can say that these guys know how to perform. So yeah, good job, Kalisto. I
Yes.
hope you guys write more songs. From what I know right now, they're focusing on releasing their album. So congrats and have fun. And I hope na maimbitahan nyo kami sa inyong album launch para
Yes,
makapanood naman
sir.
kami.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Um, Up next, it's another song pick of mine. Actually, hindi ko kilala to, yung next band.
Okay.
And then the next song. Ito yung kinukwento ko sa'yo offline, kuya, na these guys, or this this guy reached out to ask for like a strategy and marketing for their
Oh,
band.
nice. Nice.
So they listened to they heard or they saw our podcast, and then what happened is they reached out, they added me, and then they said na, "Hello sir, napakinggan po namin yung podcast nyo ni Sir Monty, and I just wanna get
Magaling
your."
naman.
Yeah, and sabi nila, "I just wanna get your thoughts on our catalog, ganyan ganyan." And I listened to it, and it's really great. And sabi ko, why not? Let's do a review of their current song, and then
Okay.
let's see from there. So they don't have any bio, which is number one sa mga artists. Maglagay po kayo ng bio sa Spotify. Kayo ng
Okay.
kahit ano. And then from what I can explain is that it's a mix of like OPM alternative. It's not really the mainstream sound that you're gonna be hearing from, kasi they're more onto the alternative indie scene, kumbaga. Even with the
Okay.
recording. I think mamaya explain ko rin yung shift when it comes to the first EP and then the latest single. So right now this we're gonna be listening to is their latest single, and this is A Sun Moon by the Little Pier. Enjoy.
All right.
Nice. That was Sun Moon by Little Pier. The Little Pier. So ako muna kuya, since ano
Ganda
naman
na,
to.
ano mo doon. Ganda na accent mo doon. A little pear.
Hindi ko alam paano pronounce tumayos eh.
Pear. Pear.
Pera. So, little
Pero
pear.
okay naman yung sabi mo, little pear.
Pag gano'n, pag hindi ako sigurado, gano'n, medyo inaano ko na lang. Kinarating ko yung accent.
Ganda, maganda. Okay, go.
Oh, so yun nga. I mean, for me naman, the good first thing is that it's nostalgic. I like I mean, wala na naman talaga tayong say when it comes to how they recorded it, pero there is a big shift kasi if you try and go back to the catalog, sa mga listeners din, if you guys listen to the old catalog sa EP nila until right now, yung Sun and Moon, you can see the highs and kumbaga yung difference. Yung Sun and Moon, kumbaga in contrast, yung Sun and Moon ang recording during that EP and then right now. And I think it's a good move na they tried to explore a different sound right now. Kasi yung first EP sounds very commercial. I think that's the good part. It sounds very commercial. It feels and sounds like
Okay.
it's recorded outside or like with a big entity or anything. Kasi it's very
Oh, really?
commercial. Yeah, it sounds like kumbaga yung may mga songs sila doon na parang akala mo UDD yung tunog, UDD yung areglo, and then lumabas itong si Sun Moon na sobrang ibang-iba when it comes to what their previous catalog. And for me, I feel that's a good and a win situation kasi they're trying to explore outside of the usual commercial, alam mo yun, template sound.
Sunmon, yun yung pangalan.
Sunmon, yeah.
Kasi Sunman, yung gano'n. Oo. Taga
Sunmon.
saan sila?
Yun ang di ko alam, kuya. Literal, nag-reach out lang
Pero
to eh.
nakalagay naman dito, ano eh. Indie
Siguro
sa
mga-
Fairview.
O yun, Fairview siguro, mga QC, ganyan.
Alright, go.
Pero yun nga, I think for me that's a win eh. Kasi they're trying to explore outside of the usual commercial templates. 'Di ba sinabi ko last time, dun sa mga nagsisimula pa lang, it's always good that you have a commercial template for like how you want to record it, how you mix and master. Pero it's good din that you try and go outside of the comfort zone, outside of the templates, and explore your own. And this this recording is a testament to that. Parang di naman sobrang layo, pero as if you are a sound engineer or if you've been doing this for quite some time now, or for a long time, maririnig mo yung difference.
Sige nga, pakinggan ko yung previous,
Yeah, actually maganda yung mga previous songs nila. I suggest simulan mo kuya dun sa Pahina kasi that's
Okay.
for me that's a standout. Pero ayun nga, going back,
Paano mo
The good-
na-discover itong mga to?
ayun nga, ito lang nag-reach out lang to.
Okay.
Nag
Actually, ang pwede natin gawin, actually, planuhin natin mamaya offline. Gawa tayong event na kasama sila. Yung mga ganyan, yung
yeah,
parang
yeah. Yeah, naisip ko nga rin
kakaiba.
yan eh. Pwede kong yan eh. Pero yun nga, kuya, going back, um, one thing that I like is the way the songwriting din kasi doon pa rin papasok yung first vision and second vision na sinasabi ko kanina sa Pulat Puti. First vision is like the feeling, the nostalgic feeling of yung panahon ng mga 90s, yan yung mga animes, yung mga ginagawa natin ng mga bata. And then the chorus
Matanda na ako
part.
nun eh. Matanda na ako nung anime.
Or
Ano na, ang naabutan ko, Dragon Ball eh.
kami mga Inuyasha yan, nabutan ano yung mga ano ko
Ah,
yan eh. Yeah, yung mga childhood ko yan. Tapos what I like about the chorus part is that it triggered away from the idea of nostalgia and the idea of being home with that person, kumbaga. Or I feel like hindi kung di man siya partner, yung parents niya or someone that's within their childhood na parang san man pumunta, kaya hanapin pa rin or anything. I'm not really sure, exactly sure about the lyrics. Pero there's highs, kumbaga makikita mo yung night and day with the lyrics and
yes
the
sir.
vision, kumbaga. What I like.
Yes
Um,
sir.
to be honest, skill wise ako wala na akong masasabi kasi most of
Mhm.
the artists nowadays good na with recording, good na skill
Mm.
wise. Wala nang explanation dun eh. It's
Yeah.
always a matter of like good storytelling, kumbaga. Yun na yung
Yeah.
labanan dun eh. And
Yes
I
sir.
think di naman bad, pero I think room for improvement. Di naman siya room for improvement, pero kasi that's kumbaga may pros and cons with releasing singles eh. Sa inyo, sa mayonnaise, wala na kayong dapat isipin na ganun. Pero with artists up and coming like us or yung mga na-review natin dito, if you release a single, let's say January, you need to have a follow-up as soon as possible. Kumbaga dati may
Mhm.
fina-follow pang 3-month rule eh. Pero ngayon kasi with the nature of the business in the industry, at least you need to have something, let's say within 2 months after release or
Oo naman.
mas maikli
Oo
pa if
naman.
ever, kasi if there's no follow up masisira yung momentum with, of course, ikaw nagre-release ng mga songs, possibility of you being on a playlist, possibility of audience attention, kasi if ito lang yung narinig nila sa'yo, let's say isa o dalawang kanta lang yun nasa Spotify mo, and then ang next release mo pa after 6 months or 7 months, masira yung momentum.
Yeah.
So I think that's where, di naman siya bad side, kumbaga room for improvement lang. If you're planning to release singles, make sure na you have a follow-up. Di naman palagi ko sinasabi with strategy eh. Pag nag-release ng single, you need to have at least, not really a music video, depende kung may budget, music video, lyric video, visualizer. Marami nang uso mga gimmick ngayon like yung
Sa TikTok.
art video, mga ganyan. Yung mga TikTok vertical video na ginawa ng Doom
Oo.
Rockets. Yung mga ganon.
Yeah.
Maraming gimmick na pwede nyo gawin just to stay yung attention span ng mga tao. And that's
Yeah.
on the strategy side, a marketing side. Hindi pa siya dun sa song wise kasi honestly, the main reason why we're doing reviews is to gauge, kumbaga, ano ba, okay ba yung song or hindi. And if it's already good, then ano pa bang kailangan sabihin, di ba? So it's just a matter of like paano mo ma-attain or ma-retain yung attention ng mga tao sa'yo. So again, yun lang
Mhm.
siguro sa akin. Bad side, wala naman. They're really, siguro nangyayari lang with people is that, sa akin lang for me lang if you're gonna come up with a strategy, especially with music, you cannot just push out videos after TikTok, after reels without branding. Kasi madalas napapansin ko, akala ata ng marami, from what I understand na basta mag-post ka ng videos almost every day or every week without context, kung ano yung pinopromote mo or the branding, it's na mag-hit siya. So always you need to have like branding. You need to have a strategy. You don't need to be
Mhm.
like Justin Bieber or kung sino mang sobrang laking artist na ang strategy or branding mo is pang malalaking artist. No, you need to give mystery. You need to attract curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
By means of that, create ka poster, create ka ng mga teasers, mga ganyan-ganyan. Pero not too vague. And then come up
Yeah.
with videos. Then mix up with posters, photos, videos, reels, a day in a life, mga ganyan. So, I think yun yung pinaka-strategy na gusto ko rin i-share with everyone. And sa mga tao rin mag-reach out.
Yeah.
Kasi, again, take it with a grain of salt. I'm not 100% sure na tatama lahat ng sinasabi ko. Pero most of the strategies or the things na napapansin ko kasi is like that. Minsan gumagawa sila ng... Si Dionela na lang, pinaka-example. May mga song siya na re-release. Sinimulan niya ng parang TikTok or reel for like 3 minutes of how the song came to life. And then sa last part nung reel na yon or nung TikTok na yon, nandun na yung song. So it worked
Yes.
out for him. So why not try it, 'di ba? So
Yeah.
yun lang sa akin. Overall good
Yeah.
job. I like it.
Well, sa akin naman, pros and cons, as always. First and foremost, ang galing nung... I like the name of the group. Very catchy. It's very interesting. Ah, ang problema kasi ngayon sa panahon ngayon, okay, yung una kong narinig, sabi ko, ayun, ang ganda na naman ng tunog. Ang problema kasi kapag maganda na, sa panahon ngayon nung panahon namin, pag maganda tunog, ay ganda. Pero ngayon kasi, pag ang ganda ng tunog, when it sounds too perfect, ano ibig sabihin nun? AI ba to? Di ba?
Yeah.
Yun lang yung mga pwedeng maging comment dyan na parang ano. Kasi maganda yung maganda yung ah, parang yung unang grupo yung Kalisto.
Mm.
Ganda yung tone ng vocals eh. Very it reminds you of something pero it's hers. Gets mo?
Yeah.
Sa kanya yun eh, pero may katunog na iconic so ang ganda agad. Pero naririnig ko may mga certain fragments of parang alam mong na pitch correct.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Medyo
Yun.
sa highs parang na melody na pitch correct ng konti.
Oo,
Yeah.
it doesn't kasi industry standard na yun eh. Opinion ko lang to So walang problema doon kasi yun yung pagka-mix eh. Pero yung gusto kong sabihin ay kaya very important ang live performance. Kasi nagka-pandemic, remember guys, 'di ba? Nagka-pandemic. So anong sabihin nun? Maraming naging bedroom artists. Mga hindi naman nagla-live at hindi naman gigig. Pero pwede kang maging banda. Kasi you don't have to perform eh. Online ka lang, upload mo lahat. You can make your own, you can create your own artist into your liking. So yun lang yung napansin ko. It sounds very perfect. Ang ganda. Tapos very current songwriting. Ano ibig sabihin doon? Very reminiscent of kung paano magsulat si na Taylor Swift. Yung medyo, ano mo yun, may nabanggit na si Mojako, nabanggit na
Yeah.
si Arnold Clavio, nabanggit niya yung, parang very personal. Ganun kasi ngayon di ba? Si Taylor Swift, parang ganun. Ganun din si Peter Karma, di ba? Meron siya yung parang Kimi bawal yun. So, very
Yeah.
current. Yan. That's what I admire sa mga current songwriters right now is they maximize kung ano yung nangyayari ngayon. Kasi like me, I'm an old songwriter. I've been writing songs for the last 20, 30 years. Lumang style ako eh. I mean, ganun pa din eh. So, walang pagbabago. Kaya tutuwa ko yung current generation of songwriters. Okay, they know their shit. Instruments wise, yun nga, sabi ko nga, very ang pino. Very pristine, very perfect on the grid, parang gano'n. So ano ibig sabihin nun, kung maganda ang recording, kailangan backupan mo ng magandang live performance. Song wise, yung pagkasulat, ang dami niya gustong sabihin, nagawa naman niya. Pero kasi sa panahon ngayon, 'di ba, kunwari ang pwede maging TikTokable o ang sisikat sa TikTok, certain chorus lang eh.
Yeah.
Di ba, kunwari, babalik ulit kay Taylor Swift, di ba, sumikat yung Na, 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 na. Eh, hindi yun yung buong kanta, yung verse nun,
Hmm.
sobrang iba eh. Yung sa Cup of Joe, di ba, yung sa multo, yung sumikat, yung chorus din, 2 minutes bago dumating dun eh. Di
Yeah,
ba?
tagal
Di
nung
ba?
ano nun
So,
eh.
yung intro part. So, what I'm trying to say is that, kung gusto mo ng mabilisan, straight to the point, okay din yun. Pero kung gusto mong storytelling, okay din yun. Actually, at the end of the day, kung anong gusto mong gawin, gawin mo na. Habang wala pang nagko-control sa inyo na entity na this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do. Eto, gets mo? So, kung pagkakuan, kinuha ka ng manager o kumuha ka ng label, doon makakahon ka na. Pero ngayon, suntok sa buwan, gawa lang kayo ng gawa, may potential eh. Very catchy,
Yeah.
sobra. Parang may 3 kanta sa buong kanta na yun eh.
Oo.
Di ba? Meron na.
Ang daming ano,
Sobrang
maraming
na-enjoy ko.
wordplay siya. Yeah.
Sobrang na-enjoy ko.
Yeah, and I suggest din sa mga listeners and people that will be listening to this. Try nyo rin pakinggan yung old catalogs din. Kasi
Yeah, I will.
I kid you not, ang ano rin, ang it's night and day, especially if you're in the industry and gusto nyong makakita na example ng yung commercial template of recording, mixing and master, sobrang ibang-iba. But the quality, the songwriting is still the same. And
Mm-hmm.
I admire the group for that songwriting kasi maganda talaga yung songwriting and it's very current. Yun hindi ko nasabi. It's current kasi they have examples of like yan si Nuyasha, si Arnold Clavio, which
Yeah.
has the same mentality with Taylor Swift. To be honest, yung mga if if you look at it, if you listen to songs like Taylor Swift, hindi naman talaga sobrang lalim, to be honest. Yung Opalite, parang di ko nga rin alam ano ibig sabihin ng Opalite, pero even my kids, yung panganay ko really likes Opalite. Hindi niya alam yung
Bato ata
meaning.
yun, di ba? Bato ang opalite, di ba? Oh,
Bato ba
bato.
yon? Oh,
Oo,
no.
parang gem. Dama? Gem,
Oh,
parang ganun.
okay, okay, okay.
Oo.
Pero yun nga, sa what I'm saying, hindi siya as deep as like, alam mo yun, sobrang kailangan mo pag-isipan na maigi yung lyrics. It's just simple, it's straightforward, and it's really catchy. Kumbaga, and it works. Kumbaga, it's the same
Yes,
thing
sir.
with this one. So, good job. Thank you, thank you. Um, Last song, di ko alam paano ko i-intro to, kuya. Kasi
Ako na. Ako na
this is a
mag-intro.
song na si Kuya Monty ang nag-suggest. So,
Oo.
yeah.
Actually, sa lahat na nakikinig, ang nangyari dito, hindi naman ako, hindi naman to parang bayad eh.
Mm,
Wala akong nakukuha kahit ano from doing this with Irvin. So, nung nag-message si Irvin 2 nights ago na parang, oh, let's do an episode about song reviews. Tapos, I think last night, parang sabi, itong 2 kanta lang, kung may gusto kang idagdag. May mga nag-message kasi sa akin na parang, sir, baka pwedeng pa-review, ganyan. Nagkataon lang, a good friend of mine, si Nico Cesar of Fragments. Actually, one of these days, gusto ko rin sanang ma-review yung release ng Fragments.
yeah.
Sinabi lang niya, si Nico, lagi yung lagi yung nagsisend sa akin ng mga, kuya, spatan mo to, ang galing nito. Ganyan. So, sinend niya sa akin to, sabi niya, very catchy. Ah, nung una, sinend lang niya sa akin yung song link. So, sabi ko, sino to? Tapos nakita ko, Wax That Wav. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir, kung mali yung pag-pronounce ko o yung pagka-bigkas. Basta Wax That Wav, naglabas siya ata ng EP, tapos 10 p.m. Sabi lang ganun lang ka-organic yun. Sinabi lang ni Nico, tapos patan ko. Tapos pinatan ko, tapos sabi ko, okay to ah. Tapos nakita ko siya, naka-follow pala siya sa akin sa Instagram. So, minessage ko siya, sabi ko, sinong pwede kong kausapin regarding sa inyo? Tapos niya sa akin yung contact niya. Tapos nakita ko parang part ng Unstable Records. Tapos nakita ko
Mm.
si Jan ng Cozy Cove yung or 9 Degrees recording ang nagmaster. So, sabi ko, okay,
Oh,
sige. Oh, pakinggan ko. Tapos, yun, nagulat na lang ako nung pinapatugtog ko sa kotse, sabi ng mga kasama ko, uy, nasa ano to narinig ko na to sa TikTok Tapos sabi ko, talaga. So, di ba, ganun na talaga ngayon. Parang ang nagiging basehan na talaga ng mga tao ngayon, TikTok, YouTube, Wish, Cozy Cove. So, yun. So, pakinggan natin. Gusto ko mapakinggan mo kasi very interesting yung kanta.
Yeah, this is my first time listening to this. Ito yung medyo nakakatuwa din. So let's listen to 10 p.m. by Wax. Wow.
Nag-smile ka, ha? Nag-smile ka doon sa growl, ha?
Yeah. I'm a fan of that style eh. Kasi
Mhm.
onti na lang gumagawa ng mga ganon na
Yes, sir.
parang
Mauna muna ako.
hardcore. Yeah,
Mauna
go.
muna ako kasi first time mo nakinggan para ma-compose mo yung sasabihin mo. Ako kasi I've been listening non-stop to this song for the last 4 days, 3 days. Ever since pinadala sa akin ni Nico. I haven't seen the TikTok videos, pero ang sabi sa akin ng mga kasama ko, parang ginagawa ng mga tao, parang pusa, yung pusa lang na nakatitig ng, sa video na parang, ito na naman. Tapos, pusa lang na naka-blank stare. Ito ang magandang example ng kung yung unang review natin si Callisto, ito yung pwede niyang maging mapuntahan. Kasi pareho lang, chord progression halos pareho, yung pace, yung BPM, yung may ting dong ting dong ting do pero may jang 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 jang. Para sa akin no bias, I don't know him, I don't know them. Sinad lang sa akin ni Nico. Pero it's catchy as fuck. Ganda. Sobrang ang gusto ko sa kanya, ito good muna sasabihin ko. Ang gusto ko sa kanya, sobrang catchy, sobrang straight to the point, ang ganda ng formula, dalawang verse, chorus. Isa lang, second verse, isa lang, tapos chorus. Tapos yung middle break, yun yung maraming nangyayari, tapos balik-balik sa chorus. Tapos, para hindi maging boring, nag-growl siya. Bakit importante yung growl? Kasi syempre, kunwari nakikinig ka ng current OPM, kunwari nakikinig ka ng Peter Karma, nakikinig ka ng Ben, Over October, Zach Tabudlo, kung sino may the last 5 years, kung sino ang chart topping, Sankis Lola. Ang ganda na may growl kasi kunwari bata, kunwari mga tropa ko sa high school, pare napakinggan mo yung si ganto ganyan, ang galing yung sigaw. Magiging uso ulit sana yung sigaw. Ang importante kasi yung mga nanay at tatay matakot sa pinapakinggan ng mga anak nila eh. Kasi naalala ko nung bata ako, ganun eh. Nung bata ako, patugtog akong Deftones. So sabi ng nanay ko, anak, ano yan? Nakakatakot. Yan. Tapos alam mo yung mga, ang galing kasi paring evolution ng tao. Ang ganda eh. Kasi nung bata ako, pabili ako sa pinsan ko ng Nirvana. Kasi nung panahon na yun, yung Nirvana, akala ng mga tao parang, death metal. Hindi naman pala.
Mm.
Parang, so, may lyrics yung In Utero. Yung In Utero, daming mga kung ano-anong lyrics. Tinatanong ko sa nanay ko, sabi ko, Mama, ano yung Mama, ano yung hymen? Sabi ng nanay ko. Sabi ko, putang ina mo, saan mo narinig yan? Namura ako ng nanay ko. So, kaya ko sinasabi yung importansya ng medyo edgy to. Parang Peter Karma is one step on the good direction, in a nice direction na parang, di ba, ngayon lang ako nakakarinig ng lyrics ng Kimi, bawal yun, di ba?
Oh, yeah.
Okay yun, kasi parang to challenge the norm. Tapos kung maging sana, ako ang gusto ko sana mangyari, maging sobrang laking kanta nito. Kasi may nabasa ako na post ng Rolling Stone na sinabi ni Urban Dub and Typecast na OPM is kind of safe right now. And it's true. It's very true. OPM mainstream ha. So kaya ang maganda dito, kung may gantong bata na or grupo na gustong gumawa ng ganitong kanta, hindi agad safe pag may growl eh. 'Di ba? Magmumukhang gimmick eh. Ang cons dito, or hindi nga bad eh, pero parang ang worry ko lang, kailangan ma-backup mo yung magandang recording sa isang magandang live na performance. As always. Kasi pag pinakinggan mo yung EP yan eh. Tsaka masipag yung bata mag-post sa TikTok eh, nagpo-post siya eh. Yung mga eme-eme ng mga bata, yung mga POV, mga ganun. Yan. Marunong. Ang ko lang dito, pag nakita nila, hindi magaling live, hindi ka kukunin sa mga shows. Ang mangyayari dyan, kukuha na lang sila ng pwedeng i-cover yung kanta mo. Yun. So sana live performance, ma-backupan. Tapos, if you're able to work with people like John and yung mga taga Unstable Records, ano tawag dito, sulitin mo. Take advantage of the situation that you have right now, and hopefully sa dulo magandang mangyari sa karera ng grupo at ng banda. Yun lang sa akin.
Yeah.
At saka thank you kay Nico Cesar for this wonderful song na sinend mo. So yun lang.
Yeah,
Next
Nico,
time,
thank
practice
you.
pakinggan natin.
Yeah, Nico, thank you so much. I was caught off guard kasi it's great, to be honest. I agree with the sentiment na masyadong safe yung OPM scene right now, and we need people like Wax.wav to, kumbaga, para alugin man lang yung current wave ng konti. Kasi, I mean, given Fitter Karma is there, medyo edgy, medyo ano, pero this is different eh. Una, what I like about it is that shoegaze. I mean, there's no doubt it really is beautiful in its own way. I agree with the idea na ito yung parang medyo sweet Deftones style shoegaze kasi medyo soft pa siya or sweet pa siya in a way. I like yung iteration na ginawa nila dun sa second verse. It's common in a way pero it's kind of different kasi hindi mo siya in-expect. The same thing with the growl at the end. Kumbaga siya yung shock absorber kasi you can already feel like if you're a listener, medyo mawawala na yung attention span mo kasi patapos na yung song eh. And maganda yung pasok ng growl in the last parts kasi kumbaga yun yung pang shock absorber eh. Parang for someone like me na that appreciates music like shoegaze, like alternative, talagang it's really great. I like the distorted vocals dun sa last parts din. Yung marami na nangyayari. I really appreciate it. When it comes to songwriting, I don't have a say in it kasi first time ko lang din siya na napakinggan. Pero what I like about the recording is even though it's from Cozy Cove, kumbaga siya yung nag-record sa Cozy Cove or medyo malaki na yung ano niya, it's very outside siya ng template, yung usual template. What I like about Unstable Records and the producers, outside siya ng template, ng commercial template. You can hear na medyo pantay yung pagka-mix ng vocals, tsaka ng distortion, tsaka ng drums, which is kumbaga parang dikit dun sa idea ng paano yung mga record yung mga songs from Foo Fighters, from Oasis. Alam mo yun, parang medyo dikit na siya sa sound, sa instruments. Hindi na siya masyadong nagkakalayo, which I like kasi kumbaga na-embody mo yung pagiging artist, kumbaga. It's different. Hindi siya yung usual template na parang I'm gonna do this kasi ito yung uso. Hindi, it's very different. Even the drum tones. I'm not sure if they're using
Di na natin alam
real
eh.
drums.
Parang yan eh.
Yeah,
Di na
pero
natin alam eh.
pero it's different eh. It's not the usual templated
Very
sound.
warm.
Yeah.
Very warm eh.
And then the distortion then, what I like about the guitar tone is that it's stingy, it's alam mo yon, distortion, matreble, pero it's different eh. Coming from knowing na yung producer nito, nagmix nito is from Cozy Cove, na madalas ginagamit for live sessions and alam niya na kung ano yung templates. It's different. Kumbaga, what I like about it is talagang pinasok niya yung identity ng artist dun sa song. And ano pa ba? I think that's it. I don't have any negative thoughts about it. I like it as someone that appreciates guitar-oriented tracks, shoegaze, like
tsaka ano,
fucking hell. I mean, ganda. Tanga na.
Kutob ko, it'll take siguro less than a few months may kukuha diyang label. I mean, most likely Unstable will either push through with them or maghanap ng bigger entity to, I mean, I bet na yun ang mangyayari dyan. Wag lang may mga, ano yun, hahatakin siya pababa.
Tsaka wag lang yung may mga execs na magsasabi na, I don't like this. Ganda, gawin mo, mga ganyan. Yun lang. Hopefully,
yes, sir.
If you know, man, you sign for a label, sana lang wag kang pumayag sa mga trip ng mga execs. Tsaka you have power. Kasi your sound is what we need. Kumbaga, we need that edginess in OPM right now. There's a lot of
Amen.
edginess in the indie scene right now, pero with this kind of, alam mo yun, with marketing and branding, ito yung pakiramdam natin na pwede, kaya.
Yes, sir.
Kumbaga, marami kasing naka-backup sa kanya. And alam mo yun, thank you rin kay Nico for the song. I really appreciate it. Probably binge listen ko yung buong EP kasi
Yes, sir.
I'm interested with this, and I saw some songs that has a lot of stream, so I will listen
Yes,
to it.
sir.
So yeah, I think
Yun.
that's it. By the way,
Yes,
yung
sir.
pala quick promotion lang. I know it's medyo nakakadiri mag-promote ng sariling thing. Pero pero I urge everyone, since we're on the conversation of shoegaze. Bird just released not really a
Oh,
new
yeah.
song. It's a
Cover.
cover from one of our favorite bands, Teeth,
Teeth.
which is
Yes, sir.
Shooting Star. And kumbaga, kung gusto nyo mahook with shoegaze, with just guitar-oriented tracks, just listen to Bird. I'm not really friends with them. I don't know them. They don't know me. Pero I feel like I want to put it out there because ito yung mga sound na we need to have in the current lineup of mainstream, OPM mainstream. So listen to Wax That Wav, and then ito kay Bird. Sobrang liberating in a way. Pag napakinggan mo kasi, pag nalaman kasi ng mga friends mo, ito kasi yung technique dyan eh. Pag nalaman kasi ng mga friends mo na nakikinig ka ng mga ganon, medyo cool kids ka na yan eh. Wow, nakikinig ka pala ng Bird. Oo naman, nakikinig ako niyan. Tapos pag
Yes, sir.
kunyaring sinabi mo na ano na, alam mo ba yung shooting star ng Teeth? Ay, hindi ko alam yan kasi alam mo lang laklak eh. Mga ganon. Mga tipong cool kids na yung mga ganyan terms eh. Pero yeah, that's it. Again, maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga bands and mga for giving us the opportunity to listen to your songs. Again, take it with a
Yes,
grain of
sir.
salt. Not 100% ng sasabihin namin ay effective in a way. So it's gonna be up to you. And then
Yeah.
if you're on Spotify, follow us, and then rate us 5 stars para mas marami pa tayong maging listeners. Then on YouTube, just hit the like button, comment lang kayo, share to your friends and family. And again, quick
Yes, sir.
reminder lang, if you're on Spotify, maririnig nyo to, yung buong unedited tracks with the
Yes, sir.
song itself, but on YouTube, remove yung mga songs because of copyright. So
All
yeah,
right.
that's it. Anything you want to promote, Kuya? Anything?
Yun lang sa sa beach,
Oh
beach
yeah,
break.
April 30. Marirelease naman to next week. So April 30, nasa Mayonnaise is at Beach Break San Pedro.
Yes, sir.
Kasama ang banda ko, Enjoy PH, Android 18, Happy Tree Friends, and 7th Street. So tickets are 500 pesos. So please, if you don't have anything, April 30, that's right after or before the holiday. So punta kayo. And
Yes,
maraming
sir.
parking. So yeah.
See you.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.